Hello my friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be part 2 of my return to running full week of training vlog that I've been taking through this whole week. So be sure to go back and check out part 1 if you missed it. But otherwise today I'm going to be taking you with me on my long run as well as through my training tomorrow. So when it comes to ultra marathon training, you almost always are going to have a long run on the weekend, and something really common and typical is going to be back-to-back training where you kind of do your long run and then a harder effort run or decently long run the next day to follow up. So you're kind of doing an accumulative amount of hard training within a low period of recovery. So you're kind of training yourself to train on fatigued legs or with fatigue or, with mileage kind of already under your feet. Now this is an approach that you can take when you're marathon training if you're a little bit slower and you're not able to get quite as many miles in on your long run and you want to kind of still prepare yourself for that fatigue, or my ultra marathon distance trail running type friends. So you saw in the gym yesterday I did some lunges and things like that to kind of put a little bit of fatigue on my legs, but I'm out here today on the trail ready to hit it. So this morning I ate breakfast, I got packed, I got ready, and I got ready to head out the door. I am not a good influencer because I didn't have groceries and my husband ate all of my food, so what I'm eating on a long run day is turned into what I have left in my kitchen. We ate some oatmeal. I added a little bit of Legion apple pie protein to that. Apple pie protein plus apple oats, pretty good if you ask me. And I also added some honey to that as a way to get some extra carbs. Honey is like my secret weapon when it comes to getting in carbs with ultra training and running. And then because I was going to drink a glass of chocolate milk with whatever else I ate that day, or some milk with whatever I was doing, I ended up doing some orange juice with some vanilla protein added to it to get in some protein and more carbs for the day. So when we're thinking about our pre-run nutrition, we really want to try to get in like 15 to 25 grams of protein, as well as kind of 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight of carbs at the least before we're kind of heading out the door. You can do more, but if you're someone like me who has a lower tolerance of GI, I can't handle high volumes of protein or high digesting foods before runs in the morning, but I have got a lot better about eating before them. I think it was about 74 grams of carbs right there and 25 grams of protein, which is pretty good for me and a decent amount of calories. And since I'm heading out for a run that's going to take a good bit of the day, I will kind of start eating early and often and then focus on kind of getting in a protein shake almost immediately after when I'm done. And that's the way that I approach protein intake on these days, because it's just hard to get it in while you're out there, even if you do eat foods with a little bit of protein in them. So I'm getting ready to head out and hit the trail. Let's do it. Ultra running and trail running and training in general has really taught me to be more patient and, not try to mentally fight the training and just to tune in and do the work. And that teaches you patience, and that teaches you just, to stop trying to mentally fight everything in front of you. I tend to do that, and it's just made me helps make me a little bit more slower, a little bit more focused, and train those attributes and skills, patience that I don't normally have in my day-to-day life. It's a great teacher if you just let it be. All right, we're about 2 hours in. I'm stopping to eat a little fig bar. I like to eat more of my whole foods up front earlier in my run and save stuff for mid or later in the run that I know my palate will always take, or a little bit more hyper palatable, more rewarding, playing on that hedonic response. People ask me, like, when you're on your run, how long do you stop to eat? And I don't. I just will either take a little power walking break, mostly so I don't choke on this, but if I'm eating like a gel or goo or gummies or candies, I kind of keep on running. I kind of try to practice eating and moving. That's very similar to what I'm going to be doing, hopefully, in a race. Usually my mantra in trail and ultra running is if you feel good, eat carbs, because you're not going to feel good much longer. And if you don't feel good, eat carbs. If you're cranky, eat carbs. If you're yelling at a tree, eat carbs. And you think a stump or a squirrel is a bear, eat carbs. Never failed me. All right, we are turning around. I reached the point at 12 miles where I'm almost exactly 8 miles out from where I came from. So no matter what, I'm hitting 20 miles today, and I wanted that kind of insurance, so that way, like, if I just head straight back, I'm getting 20 miles. And if I do extra hill repeats on the way back, it's just bonus. But we're hitting that minimum of what I wanted to hit today. And sometimes I like doing that, like getting myself to a point where I kind of have to complete the work that I said I was gonna do. Because mentally, all I gotta do is get back to my car now, right? So we're around 2 hours, 40 minutes in, doing really good on food. I'm truly soaked to the bone. Holy moly. So a big mistake people make is they stop eating at the end of their runs. Like, I have like maybe a mile and a half or so left. And a lot of people just stop eating because they're close to being done. But you don't want to do that. You want to eat and keep eating. You will, of course, need food as soon as you're done, as well as water and probably some more electrolytes, but you shouldn't be finishing completely depleted, like just totally wrecked. So I'm good at eating, guys, I'll tell you that much. All right, 21 miles, done and dusted. I'll tell you guys what, I am hot, I am sweaty, and I'm tired. But my average heart rate on that whole run was 140. So we took that really easy. We did a really good job with that today. I wanted to kind of fill the time goal that I had with the kind of mileage goal I had and marry the two. So many damn hill repeats, so annoying, but we did it. I am so sweaty. I don't feel totally wrecked. Like I feel like cognitive, I'm thinking, I'm speaking. So that's all good, good, good. Oh, my feet, okay. All right, so my total for today was 1,299 calories, 7 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, and 287 grams of carbs for that long run. And I drank a bucket ton of water while I was out there. So I'm pretty low in protein for the day now, so like, and fats. So what I like to focus on now that I'm done with that run, especially when you like run through lunch, I want to get a high protein, high fiber, high fat, nutrient dense meal in. So I'm gonna order Chipotle right now. Oh my gosh, no I'm not. Regis made me food. So it will be a surprise what I'm gonna eat. Oh my gosh, I love you. I hope he made me mac and cheese. I really hope he made me mac and cheese. And then I also have a Gatorade with me waiting for me at the car just in case I feel a little bonky or hypoglycemic or low on sugar and salt. But I feel pretty good, so I'll drink a little bit of this on the way home because I'm just thirsty. And then I'll eat whatever that cute, darling little man made me. All right. All right, Sunday fun day. I'm here at my gym to do some stair stepping and running. I'm gonna do some road miles before heading in and finishing up with some vert. And I'm feeling really good today. Slept really well. We crushed food yesterday. We ended up hitting about 3,500 calories and about 500 and something grams of carbs across the day, with 1,400 of those calories being during that run. Now, granted, I was running for 5 hours, so that's maybe an extreme example for what you guys are doing, but you guys get the point that I am fueling my activity. Not only did I need that fuel yesterday before the run, during the run, but also to aid in my recovery after, so I can have the glycogen stores or carb stores in my muscles, and also just the calories for my body to repair and recover to continue to do this session today, but also into next week, right? We're not trying to dig ourselves into deficits or holes. Otherwise, I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm ready to get this week of training done with. I'm very proud of it. And so I'm ready to just tick that box on this week and feel good going into the next week, which is one of my last big weeks as well. So let's do it. While watching that back, I realized there's a little orange glare in the bottom of the camera, and transparently, that was my bag of goldfish that I had folded up to kind of prop my camera up at a higher angle. Sorry, Luke, my video editor, but at least you guys know that I'm out here just practicing what I preach. All right, let's go train. If you are enjoying this video and you want to learn more about how to fuel for your runs, before them, after them, day-to-day nutrition, maximizing recovery with nutrition, or setting up for hypertraining weeks, and understand things like, running warm-ups and when to pair lifting versus running All of those things that can really be confusing or difficult when you're first starting out to hybrid training or running in general. Be sure to check out my ebooks, Endure and Hybrid, which kind of go over a lot of the science behind this and help you understand how to actually apply this to yourself in your training, because it's easy to replicate what I do, but that might not work for you because there's no one size fits all approach to hybrid training, and sports nutrition can be highly individual. So what I'm going to do is check the notes of this video here on YouTube. I'm going to give you a little 20% off those ebook coupons for you guys to use if you're enjoying this video, to learn more and actually apply and use it in your own training so you can kind of find what works best for you. My legs are definitely tired today, but you know what they say about training in tired legs? It's gonna happen, so you might as well get used to it. At least that's what I say. It's totally okay to train on tired legs. If it's general fatigue and just that buildup of your training, it's normal and expected. If you're always sore and always beat to crap, and it might be a sign that you're maybe doing a little bit more than your body is ready for volume-wise, or something's off with your nutrition, your sleep, or something along the lines of that, that's kind of impairing your ability to recover between these workouts and training sessions. All right, my friends, 4 miles done and dusted. We're eating a little snack in my car. Took that super slow, like 120 something beats per minute heart rate. Just kind of cruising, recovery run, and now I'm gonna go finish off with some stair stepping. And I'm just, you know, I'm ready for this day, this week of training to be done. Mostly I'm just ready to eat a lot of food. I am ravenous right now. All right, my friends, and that is a wrap on my full week of training, part 2, long run, back-to-back training edition, and full day of eating. Now, that is the only full day of eating video you will probably ever get out of me, but it's important to recognize and realize that that was just like a regular average day where my husband made 2 of my meals and I was just eating to fuel and get through my day, and I needed groceries, and I'm just a normal human like you, right? Who's just kind of doing our best out here, but I made sure that I got in the nutrition that I needed during that, and also before and after it as well. So hopefully you learned something there, but don't compare it, because that looks different than every other Saturday I've had in the past, and every day looks different for me, as it should and will for you. The idea is to show you that I'm fueling a lot to fuel and recover from these activities, and it's so important, and that's such a key piece in your training to allow you to recover, but keep on, you know, moving forward and adapting and making progress within that. So hopefully that you guys found that insightful. As promised, I'm giving you 20% off either Endure, my running science ebook, or Hybrid, my hybrid science ebook. Both of those will kind of help you get the information that you need to either understand more of that sports nutrition, running, what you need to do to get started, or the hybrid training, you know, pairing your weeks and mixing them together like I've done. That makes sense for you, the mileage you're running, your goals, your training history for beginner, intermediate, and advanced trainees. And they both have a lot of information on nutrition for recovery, so that makes sure that you are supporting your training and needs. I ended up wrapping up this week with 46.5 miles, about 9 hours and 40 minutes of training, and 6,700 something feet of vert. So feeling really good about that. My goal was about 9.5 to 10 hours of training for this week. So spreading that out, lots of low and slow. When you're doing ultra training, the goal isn't to do everything as fast as possible, but really get that time on your feet. And that's what I was looking for. And I got a lot of vert, which I'm really happy about. Kind of getting my total vert for my race almost in this week of training feels really good. So I will say that this was a hard week of training for me. The volume was high, the time demands of it was really high, probably one of the highest and hardest I've had in a few years. And so there definitely will be some pivots and shift in my lifting the next few weeks as this fatigue builds on my legs with these mileage, and as I kind of peak and then get ready for my taper and pull a lot of that back with running and lifting volume to recover as we head into race day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a like, and make sure you leave a comment on something you enjoyed or learned, and then be sure to hit subscribe on your way out today so you don't miss my next video. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in.